Some discoveries shake the foundations of science. Like, the time paleontologists in Argentina uncovered the fossilized femur of a dinosaur so massive it may have weighed more than a dozen African elephants. Or when, in the Siberian permafrost, an entirely preserved woolly rhinoceros was found with skin and fur still intact, its last meal still inside its stomach. But not every earth-shattering find has to be colossal or exotic. Sometimes the most astonishing revelations lie in creatures we think we already understand. Take the opossum, that shy, night-crawling creature with beady eyes and a rat-like tail rummaging through your garbage. What if I told you its ancestors were something else entirely? Predators the size of wild dogs with bone-crushing jaws and behaviors we once thought impossible for marsupials? Now picture a warm, humid Texas landscape nearly 100,000 years ago. In the dense underbrush, massive armadillos the size of small cars trundle across ancient riverbanks. Saber-toothed cats lurk in the shadows, and giant ground sloths feed silently among ferns taller than men. But beneath this tapestry of ancient life, something even stranger crept, something no one expected. What scientists recently uncovered in a remote fossil site might seem like science fiction at first glance. The bones of a prehistoric possum so large, so powerful, that it challenges the entire image of what a marsupial can be. This is not a legend or a theory, it's real, and it's changing how we view mammalian evolution in the Americas. But what exactly did they find? And how could such a creature have remained hidden in the fossil record for so long? To answer that, we have to dig deeper, literally and figuratively, into one of the most overlooked predators of the Pleistocene. The fossil was unearthed in the Llano Estacado region of Texas, an area more commonly known for its bison remains and ancient stone tools. Initially mistaken for a badger or perhaps a small bear, the skull fragments and jaw bones told a different story, one that left scientists both stunned and skeptical. As more pieces were excavated, paleontologists confirmed the unthinkable. This wasn't a bear or even a placental mammal, it was a marsupial. A possum to be precise. But one unlike anything alive today. Measuring nearly 4 feet from nose to tail, with robust reinforced jaws capable of exerting hundreds of pounds of pressure, this creature was no scavenger, it was a predator. Officially named Swaindelphys solastella, this prehistoric titan likely hunted small reptiles, cracked turtle shells, and possibly even scavenged the kills of larger predators. Its dentition was radically different from today's opossums, its molars interlocked like gear teeth, designed not for nibbling fruit but for pulverizing bone. Even more intriguing were the burrow structures found nearby. Perfectly rounded tunnel entrances, large enough for an animal of its size, and lined with claw marks suggested that Swaindelphys solastella may have lived underground, or at least used these tunnels for ambush hunting or shelter from larger megafauna. If true, this would make it one of the few known examples of a burrowing predator of its kind, rivaling behaviors seen in badgers and wolverines. But here's where things get even stranger. While other giant marsupials like the carnivorous Thylacoleo of Australia lived millions of years ago, Swaindelphys thrived much more recently, potentially coexisting with early human populations. Clovis points and other human artifacts were found just miles from the dig site. Could ancient humans have encountered this beast, or hunted it? And if they did, why are there no cave paintings, oral histories, or tools made from its bones? The answers remain elusive, but the implications are enormous. Did Swaindelphys solastella represent a failed evolutionary branch, outcompeted by wolves and large cats? Or was it the victim of ecological collapse, perhaps brought on by the same climatic shifts that ended the reign of the mammoths? This discovery doesn't just baffle scientists, it electrifies them. Because if Swaindelphys solastella could go unnoticed in a region as heavily studied as Texas, how many more Ice Age species have slipped through the cracks of the fossil record? Could there be a whole subcategory of hyper-carnivorous marsupials yet to be discovered, lurking in the shadows of our evolutionary tree? And are there living descendants of this line, genetic ghosts that still haunt the DNA of modern opossums, waiting to be reactivated? Ancient DNA analysis is already underway, and early results suggest traces of unusual gene expressions in today's species that don't quite match up with their known biology. So if you thought Swaindelphys solastella was the last surprise buried in America's past, think again. Because what comes next might just change how we look at the entire history of life on this continent.